Hello, everybody. Give me a second here. No. All right. Um. Play here real quick. This one. This ad. Give me a second here. Let's give it in just a second, and then we can do the song. We're starting 6.1 here. Well, not starting. I'm actually gonna finish up a little bit more 6.1 for a bit. I'm not. I got a stopping point. I want to go up to. So. Right. I'm just getting into music now. Shadow, come follow me. Do 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 do. I'm a little late. I almost didn't stream today, but I realized how important it is that I do stream today, since I've been keeping up my constant while streaming on like Tuesday. So I streamed like around 10, and I realized no, I should probably stream right now. So I went ahead and I'm streaming now. But real quick, I'm gonna check on something over on Twitch, and it seems like, well, and while I was over there, I was checking. Looks like OK Mage has in her title that apparently this is supposed to be FanFest week. So I didn't even know that. Oh, the London Fan Fest is about to happen. I'll be able to see that one because I'll be at work, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Okay. Getting muted. This is really quiet. Like, this is really quiet. Well, now I'm gonna keep sitting here because there's still more I want. There's some stuff I want to look into, like. Before I get started, because I look at the MSQ, I think I want to stop at restricted reading for this, for the next bit of this. Oh gosh, hold on, stop, hold on. There is an ad. I was chilling, enjoying the music. Rude. You know what? Let me get tired of wait. That's how far we're gonna go with the MSQ today. It's actually restricted reading. Wash on. Let's have more questions. Indeed, duty, I do. It's a really cool dungeon. I reckon I can do this dungeon more. I'm gonna get more of these items. What's a song here? I think I kind of let it play out. It's kind of a long song, so like 10 minutes long. We're at 7-minute mark already. While I've been offline, I've been working on this on these books. Apparently, you can grab like I didn't think about this. You can grab all the levies you need for the books because they're all the same for every book you get. All the books. No matter which weapon you start, no matter which weapon you start, all the books are the same. So you just grab all the required levies and have them all ready to go, so you don't have to like go hunting them down. You can't hold all of them because there's like 23 levies from all the books. You can hold 16, but I guess once you do all the ones for the books you already have or the books you'll need in the future, you can just like toss out. You can, because like like these three, right? I have these three active. These are the ones for the book I have right now. Once I do these, I'll have 3 free spots to grab some more levies to replace them for the other books. Fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, and it just takes the pain off doing some of this, which is good. The fates is like are still kind of a pain to track down. The dungeons I can do solo, and the enemies aren't that bad. Honestly, the build part of this isn't that bad. Now that I have like now that I have a lot of it like very like much easier to take care of. Going after the fates isn't that hard, because I can server hop and stuff, so I can and homeworld hop, so I can actually go see if there's any fates up in those areas. All that stuff. I can grab the fates I need. I can grab the levies I need in advanced. All that stuff. All right, that's over. Hey, stream is still live over on YouTube, isn't it? Make sure. Yesh.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a Void Gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory.
Or into the south.
An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Meracidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat, and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors.
Till we must first prevent this. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shore of Meracidia. The southern people rallied around their commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. Right, gotcha.
With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
But wait. Yeah, the Warring Triad. But didn't Bahamut come back as a primal himself? Oh, right. No. Because they killed Bahamut. Tiamat resummoned Bahamut as a primal, and then they captured that Bahamut. So they had to turn to primals.
In response, Emperor Xande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void.
Sorry, I got stopped for myself.
Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
Wow.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet
yeah.
You speak as one who witnessed it happen.
But he's a dragon. I wouldn't be surprised. Is it still going? It is not still going.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya.
Daya.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
Really? What happened to her?
Follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
One of Nidhogg's brood is over in the world of darkness right now. There's no telling what happened to her at that point. Over in the world of darkness. Jeez.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge.
Oh, I mean,
Nowhere
yeah.
in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
I think someone would mention a dragon playing to
Does not
that.
surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return.
Wow,
For
that's
my
rude.
part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat-Han was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure.
It's funny he says that because there actually was a rift opened up in the Crystal Tower when you do the raid. It leads right to the world of darkness, and it's big enough for a dragon too, I think. But okay, we're just gonna ignore that, I think. Any road.
It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn.
Ah, okay. Oh crap, it didn't press again. I see, that should make sense. Now he's trying to figure out a way to get it bigger with the help of the alchemists, but you know.
Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size.
Really?
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of Void-sent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed, 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razathan and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
Oh, well, that sucks.
'Twas not that thy sibling scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void.
I don't think she's still alive at that point. She's been there for that
You've
long.
seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
The light, we should say. Oh, that one. Yes. Aye, I thought our time had come.
As did I. Were it not for Unei and Doga, or Nero for that matter, we might never have made it home. Do you remember what happened to Nero? How his wounds allowed the Void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether?
He was still
Had it been
fine,
allowed to
but
progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
they saved them, thankfully.
Then
In the
there
end.
is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome.
Well, thanks for trying to turn it around, Graha. I don't blame you.
course,
Wait, what?
With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Oh my gosh, she's right. Because they stopped corruption.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late.
We'll tell how long. Consider that time's different between the two worlds.
And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
It's chance for her to actually open travel between the other things. Oh, right. I was like wondering why it wasn't showing up there. Okay. Sean? Millennia has passed. I was trying to get that word. Since I last saw her, but I see Azia's. But I see her in my memory still, clear and vivid. I think you might still be alive in there, bud. The 13th. What chaos must consume that world? Oh, we've been there once, my friend, or at least I have. Vitra's grief for a lost sibling will be no mystery to Estadian. His hath been a life intertwined with sorrow, even before he became host to Nidhogg's in essence. I wonder how one of the First Brood could simply vanish and leave no trace of her passage. Now I have my answer. I wondered how one of the first brood could simply vanish and leave no trace of her passage. Now I have my answer. So they managed not only to expand the fissure. Okay, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. I want to talk to those alchemists. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the guardians you so handily destroyed. Oh, what about the jellyfish? It will not do to leave the gate undefended. Ah, my apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That would not be necessary, much as I retain spare vessels. Wait. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Rasatan. Duplicate vessels. What about your eye that's inside the vessel? I'm pretty sure if you lose the vessel, that's one thing, but what about the eye inside of it? I don't really know how that works. But whatever. I'm gonna move on. Sorry, give me a second here. Okay, then. Alrighty then, Runar. Let's move on. Her brother's grief. Rasatan. Alright, we're at Rasatan. Hello? Tell you a story. This is a story on my Black Mage, because I think last time I did this, I did that last dungeon. It was on the Reaper. Like I said, we're not going to go very far. We're going to stop at a certain point, and then we'll save the rest of it for, I guess, another after like the end of the month, I guess, because the days are kind of flying by. Like it's my new job, so I might do it on the 31st of next month or something. While I am loth to keep while waiting much longer, I cannot bring myself to leave before hearing more of Vitra's tale. We do it in a less noisy and busy place. 'Twas a most enjoyable expedition, of which I am grateful. As for mine, elevation? Whatever. I shall impress upon the Loporrits that a treasure vault is incomplete without daunting sentinels to test the merit of any who would intrude. Gee, thanks, Aaron J. That's gonna be so much fun. Can't wait for the Loporrits treasure vault. There is much about the Void Gate that I cannot even begin to explain. I must convince Vitra to share everything he knows. I will say that they can definitely build a treasure map room up there. They can build all of that. Like if you've done what was that dungeon called again, for those who are not caught up with Endwalker. Spoilers. Anyway, Smelton. Yeah, if they built that entirely as Smelton, they can definitely build a treasure dungeon. Like, just imagine Smelton, but it's a treasure dungeon. Oh, that's the easiest treasure dungeon they've ever built in their whole life. And it can change rooms. Oh, it's about to glow down. And the rooms can change. Oh, it's about to glow down. Okay, who am I missing here? Astinio! Vitro speaks of Astija as a lost cause, but I wager he feels different in his heart of hearts. This is quite the gathering. To what do we owe the pleasure? Questioned Mark. Well, I mean, you're the person who's in charge is here, so I think you might want to ask him. What's the beef? I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault's sentinels. Fair. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Kapakulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Okay. Please bring a new one out of storage and see. Oh gosh. Has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructions. Wait, what? Constructs. Was it Tomb Raiders? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot by the Sisters. Do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. Hey, don't call us blasphemies. That's rude. Guys, just say something. It's fine. Well, you see, what happened was, why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this. Oh. Wait, we didn't know. It's not like you have look, you guys are just like, oh hey, by the way, if you hear any kind of rumor about a treasure vault, don't listen to it. Like, seriously, there's a scholar going around going, hey, there's probably something about a treasure vault people are going after, and it's like, hey, there's a guy with a map talking about going to find a treasure vault. And then when we go find a treasure vault, you're like, by the way, this is a very important vault for us. Could you not come in here and raid it? And it's like, so why didn't you let your people just shout about how important it is and trying to find it? And what? Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. Because I'm not letting your people chat about the treasure vault that's supposed to be only for Razat Han and very secret and important. And with that, the vault will soon be secured once more. Now, I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact, but I'd like to begin with the gate itself. See, okay, I'm trying to read this with one eye closed. I gotta stop doing that. And this makes it harder for me to read. It is still functional, yes, indeed. Which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock, and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. And in the unspeakable horrors also want to come into this world to do more unspeakable horrors. So, usually that the final days was kind of bad. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowest of void scent, and from this side, no man would be able to pass through. But since they can make the void gate bigger, no man, I should think Alfnod would fit, given a firm enough push. Physical size is only one consideration. The truth, I mean, Alphanok can fit through, yes, but also We don't even know what's even in the 13th right now. Heck, something the size of Elfnut could come in and then grow to the size of a dragon, and then duplicate itself. Don't tell me what could happen. Anyway, physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the ethereal density of the soul in transit. And yet you succeeded in expanding this dimensional portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemist, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten, since I had given up searching for Astija, which was known. Searching for Astia. There was only to preserve such something in dangerous knowledge. Thus had the gate lain dormant for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channels the tower's vast source of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made by the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken and the doorway severed from the connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void sent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the bounty gate. Perhaps you could resume the search for your sister. As I had already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was all Estinian's idea. I was not putting the blame on me. We wanted to see if the legends were true. Ah, you have seen as you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Ah, and we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? Mm-hmm. What you thinking there? Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I would make no attempt to open it, of course. Not like you could. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loporrits will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. There's files waiting for us. and I must be off to Charlian as well. Mistress Kryle was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now. See ya, Graha. See ya. Oh boy, I'm doing bad with names all of a sudden. You're on. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. I'm holding you to that. Don't you dare go into that void portal. You may now undertake the Chronicles of a New Era, Myths of the Realm. Speak with the fresh-faced student at Baldesion Annex to accept the quest. Hey, I can finally do the raid series. That was cool. That was easy. The difficult part is all. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put those riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in those deliberations? Of course. Thank you, Dark. Dark and I are in this together. I will follow her example. Seems good. Do 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 do. Meanwhile, elsewhere. We'll go back down to see her look at the Woodgate or. The Fell Court Troya? Quait. Ah, so this is where that fight comes in at. As I send the mount, I sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. 'Twas thrown open from the other. Earth, fire. I too felt it. A rare. Oh, these are you guys talking. Throne of fire. I too felt it, a rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have awaited for nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. Fire, earth, wind, and water? Okay, yet, what were the first ones that talked? Earth was talking, fire, then wind, okay, so water was the last one, or this ice. Yet we must not underestimate she who bested the cloud of darkness, even restrained by a covenant. Okay, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be this something by some flesh and blood mortal. There's no feeble wisp to be this dispatched by some flesh and blood mortal. Dawn of water. Bah! Come, let her come. I will drown the world. I will drown the world and watch this fleshling grasp for breath in her final moments. So even though this place is lost to darkness, there is still some elements here. Your zealous is admirable, but forget not our cause. Is that why you think he made it because he has a fire? I just realized. Think back on our struggles beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we ceded not our. Remember why we side not our will to fight. Wait, hold on. Was that starting with this? Oh, it was the Throne of Earth. Wait, what? I send the balance of a gate. Sins. Why is the Earth making the S, the rolling of the S? Shouldn't it be fire since it's like a thing? Anyway, think back on our struggle beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we something not seeded? CD, not our way to fight. Ceased. Wait, remember why we ceased not our will to fight. Okay, whatever. Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star. That can't be good. Yeah, look at the thing again, see how far I'm gonna be going here. Ah, here it is, the MSQ. That's where that guy came in, right? That everyone was like looking forward to. They kind of set up the whole Phil Quit trio. That's not Stormcrown. Voidcast Dios, that was it. The Voidcast Dios, that's later on when you get to fight against him. They kind of set up the Voidcast Dios a bit early, didn't they? So we don't have further. We're gonna stop at restricted reading, so. Like that gold. Thank you. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which group would benefit most from monetarist assistance. Monetary assistance. From the money. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with a satrap, that was it, directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. Giving up for, oh, I mean, this is different, but like, yeah, and it is loud here. Dark, you are to visit Akia and Yaldamaid. Speak with Mattia and his people and listen to their grievances. Estinian, I bid you do the same at Pakistan. I will be conducting my own inquiries at the Giant Squirrel grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the need of the populace, we can reconvene at Magaduta. Well, that's actually really cool of him. He was actually saving up. Basically, the money he was saving up was actually to give back to the people when they needed it. That's actually really cool. Like, he's a fine trap if that's the case. I'm not sure if he came up with the idea though. He could have just like got it from his people. like someone could have come up with the idea for him. He was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll do that. You know, that kind of thing. You know, he did have someone who was like who was a fake slot trap. So maybe they were like, you know, hey, I think this would be a good idea to use this vault for this thing. You know. Oh, Doc, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You've finished with the boat then? I mean, I still need to get to the island for reasons, but anyway. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose, Zelzia lost hit with the hardest. Wait, oh, I suppose Zelzia's lost hit us the hardest. Right, I think she's the ones who like, yeah. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just branding together as best we can. I liked leaving the selling to Kazia. I just catch the fish and not have to talk to people about eating them. Life's rough. Life is unfair, my friend. I wish you good luck though. Now if you scoozy, I'm gonna swig this woodedy back in this direction. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, let's be like a stand, aren't we? Oh no. Oh wait, I flew with the Yoda Maiden somewhere else. Okay, right. We'll flew with the Yoda Maid in another place. Let me see if I can just find this real quick. Go to Yoda Maid and go to. No, it's correct to make a dude doesn't meet. Talk to there and Mega Dude and Yoda Maid. Not this place. Is it this place? Oh, this is the Great Work. Wait, what's the other place? The Great Work. I don't know what the other place is. I'll find out later. But yeah. Anyway, as I like to repeat, the Great Work. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Devnir, then you must try my special armor lassie. It's refreshing. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. What could such a wonder cost? What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,000. And 19,000, 100,000. Okay, and 800 gil. But for you, I'm willing to go as low as even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing from me. I'm not a stinny. Can I see that behind us? That feels so rude. Again, what is going on here? The one with the Stola and the stare. Now we picking on a Stadion. I get it. We're good friends, but I don't feel like. I just know he's gonna hear me behind my back. Like, it's just one of those situations where you say something behind someone's back, and then they're just like, "Oh, they were feeling it. Someone say something about me." You know? What if I picked that option and it's like puts into a cutscene of sitting and going, just looking over his shoulder, like he knows someone said something about him. I wish I could like go back and pick that option just to see. That price, you're the only deaf around here. You're the only thief around here. So not turning a profit these days? Times are harsh, my friend. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy the locals' prices. I tell you what, if I didn't change the odd adventure, if I don't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. I got a first problem right there. That guy needs some money, thanks to the price hikes because of the final days. Part 2. Hello, Governor. What's the problem there, buddy? Lady? How fair is the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly, but no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships. But no small numbers of merchants had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitful trickle. Let's just wrapping up what happened with the Endwalker. If Kazal and his consortium were still with us, Kazal, oh boy, this guy who was the... I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Not that he was a man... now that was a man who got things done. God bless his soul. Looking with the key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace hardships. Vashan awaits your response in Megaduta. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's go back over here to Vasatan. I'm gonna talk to Vitra. For the reason you go to talk to Vitra, it just like denies you entry. Like, it doesn't even let you go in, period. It's just like, oh hey, you came by to visit? Hi, how's it going? I'm like, no, I'm here to see Vitra. And it's like, oh. Well, you can't come inside, sorry. Like, what? Let me see. There's someone outside standing. I was like, these guys here, but I can't talk to either of them. Yeah, okay, this lets him go inside, but Vitra's behind this one door, and I can't go in to see him. Why can't I go in to see Vitra? Can't partition it like you do for the Waking Sands. You go into Minfilia's room. You killeth me, schmalls. Hey, Stanian, how'd your adventure go? So it seemed my oh, there's people up here. My stint on Vitra's back did not go unnoticed. I couldn't take 2 steps before another Hanish loco was thanking me profusely for saving their home. Well, I mean, you did some good work there, bud. We have Matsia and that baby. Double props for that one, especially. You came in at the right time. Both you and her. You and him. Almost said her. They're multi-sexual, aren't they, then? It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so for the one. Anyway, my advisor's return. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Come on, Stan, let's be honest. His vessel, his real form is much faster to get around, but he's also a really giant dragon. So I don't think a really giant dragon is going to be able to like poke his head into someone's door and go, "Hey guys, I got some money for you." Come on. I guess I could come outside, but you know, it's much more easier for him to get around to certain places without having to like fly into trees and knock them down and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here. What's going on?" Anyway. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling, to say the least, and there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall or the entire house. This is exactly what I mean. Also, it's way better to it's also way better to have someone who's relatable, like who looks human, than just have which they have accepted the dragon anyway, but have the dragon who just come walking in like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, like, I'm one of you. It's like, hello there, fellow. It's like a dragon coming in wearing human clothes being, hello there, fellow humans. Anyway. Fair enough. This is, as for my inquiries, the people of Palkistan were anonymous in their replies. Okay? They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they preserved with some assistance from Yaldabaoth. But they preserved. Okay. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they preserved. Okay, what's that? Persevered. They persevered with some assistance from Yaldabaoth. Okay, from what I understand, they had always been an independent community, hunting and an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like. And I was assured that the jungle provided for their needs for the most part. Pakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were curiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant scale to a foreign trader, but such visitors are few and far between compared to our best years. The weight of stone leaving Davnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity depending on a steady stream of exports. We must identify our obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akia and Yaldabaoth? People need some money, some new trade ship guys, and people aren't doing too well after their like main trader HUD guy. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman would struggle to offload his daily catch, which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yaldabaoth. I am reminded of a child I spared as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Is that him? Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Dark Estinion! I will consider the perspectives you bought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be my attendants when I announce the proposal to my assembled faculties. Okay. Oh, this is Varshan.
I thank you for your attendance.
Feels weird that Varshan isn't talking in this Vitra. Yeah, it almost feels like Varshan is just, oh, he is, but anyway. He feels less alive, but he is basically Vitra, but anyway.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul.
Yeah, it sucks too.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly.
Well, it's always was yours, my friend.
Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more.
Right, fair enough.
None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
I think I'll agree with him.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind.
Same.
A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come.
Some place for them to like grow up.
Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Oh, actually, this is a good idea. Old duh. Well, kind of old duh, but old duh kind of did this with what was it? It's Stormblood, Little Alamico. But we could do it better than what they did. But taxes, levy them on trade ports to exchange for your investment. Takes a village. Idleshire's orphanage was funded through trade in high converted goods. Yeah. Idleshire's an orchard? I mean, first one, I don't really see how that one helps. It takes a village. I'm not sure where this is going. Like these gonna be hit and misses or joke answers. This one actually feels like it's important. I don't remember Idleshire actually doing it. Wait a minute, I remember now. Zoe Alapoi. Yes, the orphanage was funded through trade and high coveted goods. It was. So if we took that funds and put it back into an orphanage, we could actually help with that one. Yes. I want the orphanage one because that actually is a thing we did. I feel like that's a good one. I do. Even if not, it's still an orphanage. Come on.
Of course, we can draw on trading profits to build a new institution.
Yeah. Ah. Called it.
Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage. Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
I'll let you name it. I just came up with the idea. I think has one of our most successful merchants. Castiel's Orphanage. One of the most successful merchants.
A successful merchant. I believe I see thy reasoning. Kalzal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Daphne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Murad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Then let it be done. Henceforth,
Are you getting a chance to talk?
initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation.
That's a good one. What is the building?
Nadine, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor. Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. I'm reminded of Ishgard.
What I'm thinking about. It's like a better Ishgard, isn't it? Left with the church now. It's the dragons. Give me that gold. That was good, man. Let's go talk to Vitra. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, let's try it again. Let me in. Let me in. As I get close to the door, it opens up. As I say, let me in. Okay. Remember my joke there, game. Thank you. Vitra is warming to his role as Satrap, clearly all those years behind the curtain, as long as that's pink, were not spent napping. I mean, he did go out as the kid, so I doubt he napped. Is Vashon a kid? I mean, he's a simulacrum, but he's a simulacrum of someone who's younger, so I guess maybe he is a kid? Question mark. Whatever. Oh, hold on. Where are we at? Bringing the rifts. Okay, this is the next thing. And then we'll top of the last one. Just make a little bit of progress as we go. Ahem. Thank you for putting forth Kazal's name. Those who live there, I just noticed it too late. Thank you for putting forth Kazal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Arcane Y'shtola. Arcane. She asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you, says Vashon. I thought the satrap would be busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of the administration since before Ashwin assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's quite unique construction. As you wish, allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Let's go see what she's learned. Hopefully she didn't open up the gate. There's gonna be a shorter travel distance than the other way, though there's a lot of stairs. To get up there faster if I use the Reaper, but what can you do? Just gonna run and get there quickly as fast as I can, so we can go talk to Y'shtola. Vashon? Would I get thrown into like the prison if I tried to pet Vashon? You know what? I'm not even gonna attempt that fate. Shall we hear what your scholar comrade has to say? For one who claims it is too late to save his sister, Vitra seems awfully interested in whatever revelations Y'shtola might have to share. I think she's just gonna learn how to open up void gates to the other shards. This would be awesome. Or fissures, I guess. I think he was allowed in here.
Right, here we all are.
Okay, that's why it's quiet now.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vitra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Okay, go on.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Okay. Right.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Right. I remember that. Darkness, bunch of crystals. Yes, I remember that. Darkness, a bunch of crystals traveling through.
You touched
Yes.
a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Jump at any point in time, can't you?
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
And the Warrior of Light, after all. But you're actually thinking.
Then what of the many voids and found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Okay, okay. I'm following you. Yes, I'm following you. Okay.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate.
The 13th.
The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Because they're soul density. Something like that.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Ah, okay.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain Exarch dragged us to the first.
Oh. So they're only bringing over its soul? Not its body?
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Oh. So when they die in the over there on the source, do they go back to their body on the first? On the 13th, I mean?
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
Okay.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
Is it possible that someone's doing it from the other side?
Get your answers.
No, the danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Oh, if I put on my outfit. Ah, dang it.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Oh, trust me, I've dealt with worse horrors than that.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the Cloud of Darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
I'll come with more than the Cloud of Darkness, my friend. Let's do this. Count me in.
I had a feeling you might say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Oh, please. You got nothing to fear when I'm here.
That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Okay.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single Voidsent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan.
And if they do come out, I will deal with them. Oh, trust me on that.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
The great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a Voidsent which had slipped through the fissure.
Okay.
After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made Voidsent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
They're really good at doing that, aren't they? Making simulacrums.
A man-made Voidsent.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
That's rude.
If
This is
that's
their
true,
work.
then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
asking the Sharlayans for help. There was a section of the nominance Nomenon? With G'raha's favorite place to sneak around.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Numenon. That was the name. I was trying to think of it. Not Nomicon. That's where my brain was going.
In which case, I say we head directly to Sharlayan.
Sounds good to me. Where are you going, Estinian?
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves, I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Sounds good to me. You're not much for here anyway. I mean, nothing to remind, but I am curious about the lore, so.
Let us be on our way as well.
Once more into the breach. Quite literally. Well, let's actually that before we actually go into the breach again. Or for the first time, I guess.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Dude, I saved Rosset Han from the final days. Do you really think I can't deal with what's in the void? Vitra, I saved Rosset Han from the final days. I saved the whole world from the final days. I defeated something stronger than anything we've faced so far. I think I can handle whatever is in the void. Not considering that we keep mentioning that I defeated the Cloud of Darkness. Jeepers, man. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate that. Don't underestimate me that much. I got this. Feels good, man. Come on, Yish, come follow me. Let's go to the Valdician Annex. If we're to enter Numenon restricted archive with a minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. Great. But I guess they kind of owe us after saving them from the final days. First, however, we shall need to enlist the corporation of a member of the something. A member of the brochure. The matter on our first we must list the corporation of a member of the something. The matter on our behalf. Okay. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? What of Scholar Monchigi? He did come to G'raha's defense during the inquiry, after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head to Fomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Yay! Keep her at your side. You can leave behind it and train a different area. If I was pressed to name our allies in the forums, Scholar Monchigi would certainly be on the top of the list. Hopefully he agrees to aid us in our request. Let's put part ways, what happens? Yes. Need to be somewhere. Very well, I'll wait for you by the Aetheryte. Oh, not to worry, I had plenty of reading to keep me occupied while you were busy. Shall we continue? We shall. This way, Yish. Ajay, is there any points of interest? There's one up there. You can't see it on the map, thankfully. So I can get Y'shtola's like input on like other places. Oh crap! I'm going the wrong way. I took the other way, but it's fine. Keep up, Yish. You're not wearing heels, are you? Does Yish wear heels? I think she wears flats. Oh, she wears flats. Okay. Like, okay, don't start running in heels though, Y'shtola. If Y'shtola was wearing heels, they'd be all over. Not only for her, but for everybody else who likes Y'shtola. I wish the Scions could like travel with you in vehicles. And mounts, not in vehicles. That should be a thing they add to that they add next. So I hope they do add that next. So cool. I love that they added this tech in to the game. It's still not completely in the game because like they still, when you go from one quest to another, they still walk into the ether. But for this part, they do let the Scions follow you around wherever you go, which is nice. There's some more things I can actually go do with her. Like, I have to go talk to an NPC. Will she actually chime in? Hey, it's Pudding Day. Wait. Actually. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all. But I guess, actually, your pudding's always needed, my friend. But I persevere. Can't get that word. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. We all love you, Pudding Way. Let's see if I can get Y'shtola in on the dialogue if I start talking to people at random. Only a Sharlayan. There is one volume available which meets our research criteria. Retrieving resources from archives. Resources retrieved. Happy reading. Oh. That is very convenient. I think these are all the tomes. I think all these are the tomes that you can get from around the area whenever you're trying to find a book about I think the final days, but then it doesn't really tell you about the final days because there's no book on it. I'm guessing that's just like where you can just go and find the books that you read or you missed. Let's see if I sit down. Yeah, I'm gonna start her up here then. I want to see if there's like anything else we can do. It's nice that again they're following us around. It just really adds more to it, like we're just adventuring together. But anyway, I appreciate. I apprenticed for Master Matria at the age of 7. Okay, wow. And labored under her tutelage for a... Oh wait, that's Miss Toya. I mean, names. I can't do names. Like, I can't get that one word, and I still have to, like, rethink about it for a second. It was like... Wait, what's this word? Oh, perceive. Per whatever. Messia. Latoya. Oh boy, I can't words. Where's Pudding Way? Persevere, that was the word. Is that the word persevere? You know what? Anyway, I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium. I thought you did. You never attended the studium? Are you kidding me? You never attended the studium. You, of all people, never attended the studium. Are you? I believed you did. You have the Archon mark. How would you become? How would you get it? Oh. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. I'm not surprised with that one. I recall soon after Master Louis took him in off the street, he was just in the care of another Archon. He was a righteous and practical. He was a rigorous and practical. And he was a rigorous and practical education. And practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. Oh, that's what he studied. I was wondering because it's like, I get you guys being Archons, but like, Thancred's an Archon? What's he supposed to be smart in? Like, I don't understand. Like, you and Euron J, but then like, Thancred? He barely pays attention to anything Euron J talks about. He doesn't understand how Aether works. Like, but the fact that he just like learned the arts of espionage and survival, okay, I guess that's enough for you to be considered an Archon, knowing espionage and survival. If that's the case, why am I not an Archon then? I not know espionage, but I know survival. Just saying, man. I want my Archon mark. That's all. That's all it is. I want my Archon mark. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Probably no different. But should I wonder as well? Did less stand after a day of lectures? Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of the academy as I could get, but it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. If you say so. I can only imagine this. Really, like, what does I think all the Kote children are basically like, well, they're cute, obviously, and they have like really big eyes, and so just imagining little like Archon, like not even Archon yet, Y'shtola, just like under the tutelage of Matoya. Like she clearly lost her her cuteness after being with Matoya for so long. She still had it, but you know, she probably like gained that surly gaze that she has just from like a week or two being with Y'shtola. I mean Y'shtola with Matoya. I can only imagine. Visitors and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Stop it. Get some help. Pray forgive the intrusion, scholar, but we were hoping you might help us secure permissions to enter Numenon, restricted archives. Oh, no furtive foes into the stacks this time. No furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? Wait, this time we decided to ask permission. I applaud this newfound sense of prosperity, yet Yet in all this wide world of competitive something, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? We're trying to figure out how to open gates to the other shards. It's a long story. See, what happened was, fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I wouldn't be surprised if my assumption is correct. The research left behind by House Dunmile has lain dormant in Sharlayan's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross into the void. This is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method to traversing the rift. For one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Actually, this is better. I even had I actually did have it. Sorry, let me try it again. Friend. Also, friend. Poor Runar. Sentiments aside, I had journeyed to the end of existence. I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of the future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Ha! Marvelous! An astute proposal worthy of Master Matoya's herself. And after hearing the whys and wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration. And like I said, trust me, I can handle whatever comes to that gate. Although your pension would be better received if you also had the support of another, well-placed acquaintance. By Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortuno at our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we will return. We will pay a visit to the Levior estate and plead our case. Fortuno feels like a hard sell. One more thing. One more thing. Before you go, I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity, I'm telling that your Shola is going to do pretty well with winning over Fortuno, unlike me. Of course, Scholar, we will be sure to pass on any revelations. The form can be a cantankerous beast. One needs a perseverous voice to get it moving in the desired direction. Montechi seems optimistic, but I doubt convincing Fortuno to champion our cause will be as simple as showing up at his doorstep. You have no idea if... Oh. Any more speaking little things we can do? Sorry about the door. Yes. Let's see more little speech bubbles. I did the one outside the stadium. And I got comment on the house. On the Leviura estate. I don't think I can teleport without leaving her behind. I'm gonna try. Oh, she was once here. Cool. Sorry-ish. House Leviura butler. But if I change jobs, she should just leave. Why am I just crafting something real quick since I'm here? Okay, no, she doesn't. Well, she's still following me, so. I think it's reset anyway, didn't I? Oh, good, I got to do my weekly turn-ins. Well, Isho's not going anywhere. Well, they don't leave the area. So, oh, quick. Yes, before we finish up. Before we start trying to convince the Leviuras, let me, getting good with, Emilians. Alright, head back down, we're gonna go grab some stuff. I think I have 6 turn-ins today, but I just need, like, what, 2 or 3 turn-ins for this darn globe thingy? Wait. I think I finally reached the max level with the crafters for now. 86 to 90, that is, level 90 is the max level for this expansion, so I think I've reached the max level for now. Even though I'm not max leveled yet, I'm level 83, but I'm getting there actually now that I think about it. So, so I still tools. So I'm gonna figure out how to make that thing. And then, sorry-ish, just bear with my strange habits for a second here. I try to figure out where the thing is. Housing, custom deliveries, Emilians. Say, Aether conductive focus component. I'll take 3. Everybody gets 1. Everybody gets 1. Okay, we'll go back up here to the House of Leviura estate, and I'll craft what I need. I don't think 2 of them. You turn in 2 more or 3 more. Okay, I just gonna look at Emilian's look at all my custom delivery like stuff on like one menu to see where I'm at without having to go to them all individually. But I guess I shouldn't be lazy either. It's not really a problem right now, so I won't really worry about it. I just go see how many turns I need. I feel like it's gonna be 3, but we'll find out. Better than getting 2 and be like, oh, I gotta run all the way back down there again and get all of them again. Okay. I have 6 turn-ins for the day, but still. Where'd you get up? 80? What? Come on, calculator. 240, 80, 1. Okay, there's 3 because I have to add another 80. So I have 3 turn. I turn 3 more and I level up immediately. Okay, good. Nailed it. Okay. Give me a sec here. Yish. I'm just gonna do some quick crafting. Do. Crafting without the gathering, of course. Well, she get some light reading while she's waiting. Right-ish? Right. It's high quality enough. I got it in the green at least. Could make that other one a bit higher quality, I think. Wait. Oh, right. The one I made was the first one I made was, I guess, a practice one, so I didn't actually make a real one. I don't know why every time I do that, I think I make a real one. I feel like I already made 4. I feel like I only made 2, but I haven't. I just made a practice one. Somehow. I didn't even notice that. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, bud. Better be freaking high quality. I think it is, yes. Yeah, we're good. B9D. Yeah, okay. We're hoping Razatan get back on his feet, by the way. That breaks Summy. There we go. Good. I think that was just 2, right? Because it didn't do. I haven't done 3 yet. All right. I'll make this one the highest quality possible, all the way to the max. You know, I think the other one's already to the max, isn't it? No, it's not. It is not. We'll turn our highest max one first. That way we get, I guess, the most benefits out of it. Oh no! Andy. Oh gosh. Forget the anyway part. I have made the huge mistake. Go dingus. Okay. Turn it back around. 396. A full 360. And we're donezo bunzo. Perfect. Alrighty then, Runar. Sometimes I get that really bad quality one I made, or not the bad quality one, but the one that's not completely max quality I made, and they're gonna have a bad time. Magical arts required and appropriating focuses through which to hone one's skills. The magical arts required to appropriately focus through which to hone one's skills. Rather, it is an area of something. A pain spear, crane, or magical arts required and appropriate focus. The magical arts require appropriate focus through which to hone one's skills. Rather, it in a area of nautilusts. Okay, a pain spear, crane, or magical concoction. There are numerous options. Quality cane. It's basically just talking about blue mage. Oh, sorry. So Sage. I don't know what the pain spear is supposed to be. That's Astrologian. Blue mage or magical concoction. That sounds like a future job hint. There are numerous options. Quality is key, however, so please bear with me while I take a closer look. I am at loss for words. That's not read this before. Anyway, this is simply outstanding, on stream at least. Should students grow to accustomed to such immaculate craftsmanship, I fear nothing less will ever satisfy them again. I shall take great pains to examine the unique circumstances under which this has been commissioned. Please don't tell me to get something new all of a sudden. I just went through all the work to make these. Chameleons. Feels good, man. Advanced touch. Nice. Free XP, you say? Oh wait, you're right. Let's see where this goes. I have wonderful news, Dark. The students have not but praise for your marvelous supplies. Indeed, it appears the program is a smashing success. Why, even my former mentor, make sure you're still here. My former mentor saw fit to congratulate me. Rest assured, however, I told him I could not have done it without you. I only hope the supplies have also been of use to Mila. Once she has a solid grasp of ether manipulation, you've no doubt our resources will further bolster her flourishing skills. Alas, I must give her the space to learn in her own time. Oh, Lalafell showed up. Hello, Dark. I didn't realize you were visiting. Actually, there was something I wanted to tell you. I really appreciate the work you've done, procuring all sorts of things for myself and the other students. Your support has meant the world to us, so thank you. Well then, I'd better be off. A lot of spells to practice, and so little time. I mustn't drag my feet, at least I get left behind. Left behind by my peers? Unless I get left behind. Wait. At least I get left behind my peers. That right makes sense. Unless I get left. I mustn't drag my feet. At least I get left behind my peers. Just a moment, Malaya. I couldn't help but notice that you seem a touch out of sorts. Pray tell, is something the matter? Was that why? Because she didn't say that right. Whatever do you mean? I couldn't feel better. Are you sure? Though faint, the gauntless of your cheeks indicate otherwise. I have no doubt you enjoy your meals here at home, but I cannot speak of anywhere else. I cannot speak of elsewhere. What can you tell me of the food at the studium? As I thought, believe it or not, meals at the studium were considered gruesome, to put it lightly. Even in my day, a damning statement considered even in my day, a damning statement considering our woefully low culinary standard. You have no idea. Yeah, this makes sense. Obviously, the lunchbox really next, so that's the next thing on my crafting list. But this makes sense, especially because Charlene's food sucks. Let's go to the last stand, because like the whole thing with Charlene being like, I'm sick of eating this crap food, so I'm chopping out of the stadium to make a little cafe where we can have actual food. So yeah, that's why we have the last stand. So yeah, I didn't put into I guess the stadium doesn't have to like have the last stand's food there, but I just try to stop the last stand from becoming a thing. But I guess it had backers, so anyway. Yeah. Forgive me for not noticing sooner, Malaya. From now on, I shall personally prepare lunch for you. What? No, I couldn't bear to inconvenience you any further. Inconvenience? Don't be ridiculous. We are family, my dear. Right then. I'd love to learn how to cook Davnerian dishes. If you would care to teach me, come, let us away to the kitchen. Lady Emilians, we servants would be happy to serve anything you wish. I must insist that you leave the cooking to us. Thank you, Merida, but that won't be necessary. Though I am out of practice, I am not wholly befit of culinary skills. After all, it was I who often prepared luncheon coffers for Fortuno when we were students, and I'm quite glad I did. His propensity for Archeon loaf would have ruined his figure otherwise. Yeah, let her cook. Hold up, let her cook. Honestly, even though it's cool to have you guys around doing the work for her and stuff, like, sometimes you don't want that, so just let her cook. Now, let us go and put the kitchen to good use. Shall we? We shall. Plus, she's in charge, not you. But Lady Emilians, please reconsider. Let her cook. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, I get all of it for free. Benefactor of House Levior. Nice. Okay, now Fortuno definitely can't turn me down. I don't know, Benefactor of House Levior? Come on, man. Yet there is still much work to be done if there is to ensure students are enrolled in the academy and his new favorites asking. Yeah. It's only natural Melia would grow homesick, and yet somehow I failed to notice. A taste of home from time to time would no doubt lift her spirits, but we've only the bland cuisine of Sharlayan to offer her, which is why I suspect that rather than endure the questionable repast of the studium, she chooses to suffer pangs of both longing and hunger when she's away. It breaks my heart to think that there may be other students suffering in silence just as Melia did. To err on the side of caution, I will advise the other household families to be practically mindful when it comes to matters of nourishment. Speaking of which, students who share Melia's passion for learning are not sure how that's gonna go with Sharlayan being kind of stuck in their ways. Melia's passion for learning are often wont to remain as hold on, I'm sorry. Speaking of which, students who share her passion for learning are often wont to remain at the studium from their first classes in the morning until well after the last bell. Luncheon coffers able to keep their food fresh during those long hours would go a long way to quell any dietary issues that may have. I trust. I can count on you to supply the requisite coffers. You can. You still here, Yish? Oh no, she actually left. Darn it. I didn't leave the area up into a cutscene. Oh no, she's still here. Let's see. Hey, are you still here, Yish? Oh no, oh no, she's gone. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for your news. As I know all too well from my time as a student, 'tis nigh impossible to concentrate on an empty stomach. It really is. In any case, hence why I have in mind to keep a few luncheon coffers at hand if I could trouble you with the task of procuring them or creating them. Luncheon coffer materials. They're okay. Luncheon coffer materials. Do I need that to make luncheon coffers? And what kind of material are we talking about here? What kind of luncheon coffer materials are we talking about here? You have to make like luncheon coffer components. I feel like I should if I can just go mine the materials. I'll go through this at some point. I guess I can go mine it as well. I'm not sure if I can turn in custom liveries if I'm like low level as a miner. But no, I'm trying to... Wait, what? That was weird. Okay. I was trying to go over to the miner. Okay. Because I'm not sure how you go and get that. Lynching coffer materials. That's not high enough level. Or it requires a, what's it called again? The book. I think you'll find it. It would have to be a higher level, I think, because it would be a special thingy, and it would be it'd be under here. Right? Oh, these are things you can go mine out in the world for that. The thing you'll turn in, I have no idea what those are. Forgot that far the miner. Because I'm still in Shadowbringers the miner. But I should almost be done with them if I'm correct, because I'm level 77 behind. Well, anyway, sorry Yish, sorry about holding you up with that one. Hopefully my hoping around here gets us a better audience with Force Bro. So let's go talk to him. Ah, Mistress Dark, Mistress Y'shtola, how may I be of service? We've come to speak with Master Force now. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in resident. I shall inform him that he has guests. Give a number if I'll talk to Force now. But sure. Well, Emeliant would invite you inside for tea, but I assume that this is not a social visit. You have some matter of importance to discuss. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholar Montague expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for a good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother was given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over the people, yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the loneliness in his heart. There's no vital mission, perhaps reuniting their siblings, but it feels a worthwhile cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should something an error, a fair exchange for our cooperation. Brother and sister, again, for Runar. Do not celebrate just yet. The form must be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldesion Annex. Seems good. Brother and sister, again I say, the matter is out of our hands. All that remains is to return to the annex and await the word from the forum's decision. Champions. Wait, no, it says bringing the rift. I said beyond the rift. I was gonna be like champions beyond the rift, but it says bringing the rift. All the same. I'm getting some good story beats in this little bit of story I'm getting here. Oh, this is story progression. Where is not story progression? Hello? Nope, no bubbles. Well, I can't go into the Baldesion Annex without leaving still behind, I think. So, can I go in? I mean, it's still within the area, isn't it? So if I just go in, she should follow me. Wait. Kyle? Graha? No one? Okay. Well, she should still be here, I think. We don't have to run all the way back to get her, right? Ah, fresh face student. Good. That's the person who has the thing. Oh, of course she's over at the middle crystal. Okay. Don't worry, she got so busy reading like a nerd. That's rude. Ishola is less of a nerd than all of us. Ishola's the cool nerd. She's a nerd you call a nerd and then realize you messed up by calling her a nerd and you should just stuck your head down and leave. Oh, I'll talk to her. But we already had our talk, so there's nothing else to say. Portia, bro. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya had burned some bridges here in Sharlayan and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the pioneer in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, and reminded in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Rug. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffened a few spines. and it was agreed that allowing you to enter the archives was the least we could do in return. Whew. Feels good, man. This is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I'm sure you are aware, this permission is not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and I bid you good day. It's forbidden knowledge to know how to turn a void scent into a person? Okay. Ever the same, that one. Alpha not takes over as in charge of the forum. Hopefully he's better than his father. Uncompromising? Aye. But that very Scolcium is exactly what Charlene needed to guide it through not one but 2 exoduses. If I were but 5 years younger, I'd cast aside my lyncher and join you on your adventures in a heartbeat. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk into the door. Our focus will be on finding the Myers research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Feels good, man. Restricted reading. I like to set out as soon as you're ready. Well, you're gonna be waiting for a while there, Yish, because this is my stopping point, personally. But this, it's about to glow down. Next time on Dragon Mold Z, I kind of start doing that alliance raid. That one I might just start and finish. I've only ever done the Crystal Tower because I was told I had to do it. Never started Sky Pirates. I'm gonna start Sky Pirates. I keep telling myself, oh, I'm gonna do it on stream, and I don't do it on stream. The only way I'm gonna start the one alliance raid, which it unlocks. Oh crap! I keep forgetting about finishing up the relic weapons. Oh, I'm not gonna finish up the relic weapon for that one, am I? Right. Keep talking about doing that raid for Shadowbringers. For what's his name to get to Shadowbringers for? Hold on, brain can't process. I think about doing the alliance raid. Well, is there alliance raid? Yeah, no. I've done the Crystal Tower. Didn't start Sky Pirates because I was waiting to do it on stream, but now I don't know what I want to do anymore. Never did the one for Stormblood because just never even knew it existed. Never knew the one existed for Endwalker. Actually, no, I did know the one that existed for not Endwalker. My brain, I can't brain today. Anyway, I never did the one for Shadowbringers because actually no, I did do the one with Shadowbringers. I just never finished it or even got through it. The only reason I started the one for Shadowbringers is because I wanted the 2B glam. And I did the first copy factory. Got the 2B glam immediately, and then never went back because I only cared for the 2B glam. The raids are fun. They look kind of fun, but I cared about nothing else but the 2B glam. So. And I got that, so what can you do? Oh, now we have a new one with Myths of the Realm. I think I'm gonna actually do that one start to finish. That way I have more than just the Crystal Tower to do, and then one small part of the copied factory, which ends up just being the Crystal Tower, because at least for me, I only have that unlocked. So yeah. I'm only have like 2 hours though, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I go for a bit longer. Probably should as well. I feel bad leaving on that part though. It's like, oh, your show is like, oh, I'm so itching to finally get into the archives. I'm ready to go whenever you are. And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally ready whenever you are. Don't tell her we're gonna go in within 2 or 3 weeks from now. Whenever, I'm always ready whenever you are. Yep, totally ready to go in, Y'shtola. She is not gonna be happy about this. I already gave her guff when it came to the whole Radiant Host thing. I got let her down twice. I am not on her good side right now. Let's do this. Anyway, well, that was that out of the way. That was this whole stream. Was just gonna be the a bit more progression of 6.1. I think the next one's gonna be like ending 6.1. Might as well talk about what I already know from not really spoilers, but little hint drops. I think Xenos is still alive. I think when he spoilers. Everyone should know this is spoilers at this point. I think when Xenos died at the end of Endwalker, his spirit, as it does, found another place to go to keep him alive. So it moved him from his body to his Reaper spirit. His Void Scent. So he's stuck in his Void Scent now. I don't know if it means he can get back, but his body is also an Ultima Thule still, so I'm not really sure what that means. And his Void Scent can't really breathe in space anyway, so I mean, if his Void Scent can travel back through the portal and get back to the first, he can just probably fly up into the air and travel into the universe without thinking about it, and then just go right to his body again. But how to get out, I have no idea, because gets back to his body, great, but oh wait, no, he probably can just turn back into the dragon and just ride the stars to get to those. Get back home again on Shinryu. But Xenos isn't dead yet. Or people never will be, thanks to his stolen echo. But I think at one point he will get back to his body, and he'll be back again. I wonder if he'll be content. Like, the whole thing was that when you realize what Xenos is really trying to fight for, it's like, yeah, of course that makes sense. The dude just wants to have something that is a challenge. Like any player, any gamer can recognize that, right? Well, that's why we choose hard mode when we go into games. We don't choose the easy mode, because that's just boring. We want a challenge. We want something to really push us. And if for Xenos, everything around him is basically fighting on easy mode, but then he fights us, and it's like fighting on hard mode. Of course he wants to keep fighting us, because it's like, I want a challenge. I don't want to keep coming. I want to play this game, and it's like, oh, everything's so easy. I can just like wave my hand, everything falls over. But then I wave my hand at you, and you keep standing. Okay, that's what I want to fight. That makes sense. Why he wants to fight us? Why he wanted to fight us so badly? But I think now he had his fight. I think he could probably be at peace. You know? Maybe. I have no idea. This thing's gonna come back at some point. This anything to my brain at the moment. There's some other stuff that I want to talk about, but I can't remember what they were. Not right now, anyway. Sorry, give me a second here. I'm just checking YouTube real quick. I'm not really gonna watch it, do any reactions or anything. I'm just looking. I think I don't want. It's like a 2-hour stream, but I think I'm going to call it here. Oh, unless I just go do something like, you know, hold on. Oh, this stuff. So like, how am I looking at totems? Ah, yeah. Still need more of those dumb totems if I'm gonna like be getting the rest of this one quest done, which is this. I can get this weapon. Yeah, I need to finish up this. I ain't got Crystal's dumb books. Not sure where to start. It's something I'm doing for myself offline. The books for this relic weapon. I just felt like doing a relic weapon, so I figured I'd just start it. See how far into it I get, you know? But probably that's something I should do on stream. It might just be boring, you know. Run some roulettes real quick. Go ahead and get that up. I won't level anything. Just want to get the tomes. I'm looking at tomes here. I got all these. Should I be celebrating? Oh crap! The book. Ah crap. What am I gonna do today? Honestly, I'm feeling a little like exhausted, so I might just go and. I want to go for like 3 hours, so it really doesn't bug. It kind of bugs me. I'm like here for like 2 hours, you know. So making these last 2 hours really meaningful by doing this. So. I'm gonna go raid somebody, at least over on Twitch, but I don't know. I'm not used to raiding. Is anyone else who's live on Twitch? I can go raid. Or I don't see anybody I want to raid. Oh, well, I guess I can raid you as well. Right, let's slash raid Celestial. I'm gonna end the stream here. Just go say hello, or just go and lurk. All up to you. Hope you enjoyed the stream, though. Sorry for such a short and sweet ending, but this kind of all was what I was going to be doing today, which was just DMSQ for 6.1, at least some of it. And then the rest will be probably next week. We'll finish up 6.1, and then we'll start 6.2 at some point. Probably before the next, probably just before the next FanFest. Wait, was I supposed to start 6.1 at the next FanFest? Oh, I think I forgot I was gonna do that. Oh no. Anyway.